Welcome to the Scene Snobs podcast.
Welcome, everybody, to the Scene Snobs podcast. It's Tuesday night. I'm Mick Manhattan, and we are back again with a very special episode. We are talking to the cast of Grind. That's right, new movie coming out. They have their Indiegogo. It's Mark Canton, who directed Wolf Hollow. We are so excited to have him here. I'm going to bring on my fellow host now, Sir Sturdy from Horror with Sir Sturdy. And, of course, producer Paul. What's going on, gentlemen? How are you?
Doing great. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, man. All right, we're going to invite everybody on. Let's get to it. You guys excited?
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
All right. Got a couple more.
There he is.
Welcome, everybody. How are you? Thank you for coming on the show tonight.
Thank you for having us.
Yeah, absolutely. Hi, Shonda. How are you?
Always good to see y'all.
And Heather, how are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Now, I know you two. That's why I said hello first. I also want to say hello to you, Stanton, Daniel, and Brian. Thank you for coming on tonight. I'm excited to get into this. I'm hearing a lot of really fun things about this.
Nice. Good.
And before we get started, does somebody want to maybe clue us in on what the premise is?
Heather, why don't you take the reins on this one?
So it's about a bunch of people that go to see these different movies that are crazy. Different types of themes. It's a grindhouse type theme. Then all of a sudden, all hell gets broken loose. There's lots of fun, lots of gore, lots of disgusting parts, a little emotional too. I'm probably going to have to see it to find out some other parts to it, though. It's a lot of fun, though. It's a wild ride.
Well, I can't wait. So in the process that you guys are in now, and, we were kind of talking about it a little bit, Brian, before, when you guys are, sort of getting Indiegogo going, and it's, sorry, I thought I got a little feedback. Hold on 1 sec. My apologies. Just want to check one thing.
Oh, you're good. Happens to the best of us, Mick.
Shonda, it's just a feedback from yours. I'm just going to mute you for a sec, and while I'm doing it, and then I'll let you rock. There you go. Ooh, hold on 1 second. So. Sorry about that. Threw me off a little bit, but I am excited to talk about this movie. And with the Indiegogo going, if you could tell us a little more about that, what's going on with it, where you at with it, and kind of the collaboration between it with all of you.
Sure. Yeah. As I was mentioning before, so we have an Indiegogo campaign. We're about halfway through the campaign. We had an initial goal of $25,000, and we've reached that. Now we're heading towards our stretch goal of $45,000. We want to raise for that, and we've got just some really fun perks out there, from posters to T-shirts to lunch boxes to acting with Felissa Rose to walk-on roles to all kinds of fun stuff. It's definitely worth taking a look at. And you're right, Mick, in terms of like this whole thing. It's kind of a team effort to get everybody out there and pushing this and making sure people are seeing this, and because it is going to be, as Heather said, this is going to be one hell of an entertaining film. There's so much going on with it, and such elaborate. There's a really cool monster in it. Heather's her costume is going to be unbelievable when she puts it on. It's going to be amazing, and it's going to be such an eye-catching film with so many things going on. But that requires money to do in order to bring it to life in a real and fun way. So that's
absolutely.
Yeah. So any help we can get with that, we're real excited about it.
Yes, and it's linked down below, so you can definitely go check it out.
Right.
It's very important to support indie film and everything that is being built right now. Yeah. It's for me, it's one of the most entertaining thing that's been coming out for the past 4 years.
That's great. Independent film.
Like it's saved 2020, in my opinion. All these indies that they put together, and they're not recognized enough. And I love the fact that the Indiegogo campaigns, especially for directors like Mark, who are, after Wolf Hollow and, what he's been building quite the reputation. So This is one people I'm sure really want to go and check out and really be a part of, because that's so important that you got, it's so important to do. But it's awesome that you guys offer something back for it, and putting that together. But so it's just with that. Actually, you said something about Heather maybe putting on like a costume. Is there like a certain type of villain character or something we can talk about?
Creature, probably, I would say, is the word, right?
Creature. Ooh, I like creatures. Let's hear it.
You transforming, possibly.
Ooh, very cool.
She's a badass.
Yes.
Total badass.
So what? How are you preparing for the roles? Like, well, because I hear film geeks, and I want to make sure we're being represented properly.
So, like, what am I personally doing to kind of study for the role?
Well, you knew me in high school. You're fine.
Yeah, that's true.
Whatever that guy did. No, but for, just kind of getting ready for it. Like, I know it's a horror movie and such, but how do you guys prepare for those roles? Like, it's an interesting concept for me.
I mean, it's one of those things where when you dive into different genres, whether it be horror or, comedy or both, for instance, it's one of those things where I think reading the script and kind of like seeing what your character is and the kind of facets of their whole personality. And then you read through it and you're like, oh man, how could I make this personal, make it to like individual kind of thing, but then also convey it in a way that kind of has a fun flair to it. So I think being able to like sit down, I know for me, reading through the script and seeing, okay, he makes movie references every single day. That is me to a T. Perfect. There you go. Check up list, and go through there. So I'd say that's how I kind of do it. I just kind of read through and try to find the relatable aspects of that character and try to tie it in so it's easier, I guess, to understand, so to speak.
Nice. So, and I also want to know, what's it like working with Mark? How is he as a director? And
Very well prepared.
I guess with the experience that I've had with Mark on Massacre Academy and Wolf Hollow, it's as I was mentioning, he's a filmmaking force of nature. I just like to use that term because it's so true. From the writing to the directing to the cinematography to the editing to the producing to everything. And the thing is, it's funny because if you've been in this business long enough, you go on set and then sometimes you go, oh, it's going to be an 8-hour day, and it turns into an 18-hour day. Mark sets, you go, oh, it's going to be an 8-hour day, you're done in 5. And not only you're done in 5, you're done in 5 with quality work that's just amazing.
Wait. Really?
No efficient.
He does that?
Yes. Stanton. Trust me on this one. Early. We're done quick. He
Rethink
gets in there. Don't mess around. And some of these sets you get on, and it's like how much time can I waste and where can I waste? On Mark's sets, it's like, man, we are motoring. We get stuff done, and it looks amazing. So he knows what he's doing. He knows what he wants. He knows what he's going to get, and as soon as he gets it, we're moving on. So it's great.
A producer's best friends, for sure.
Oh. Yes.
I love the film festival aspect of this movie. I thought that was interesting. I thought that was interesting. And it's honestly something I wanted to see in a horror movie, is something to do with like either a film festival or at a horror convention. I don't feel like we see enough of those. We kind of see a lot of the same horror movies in the same type of settings. But I'm like, what about where like the fans are at and this kind of stuff to kind of get more of that deeper feel, and you guys are doing it with this, and I think it's a dope idea. It's
It's also kind of genius in a sense too, in terms of the location, because our location is pretty simple. We have a movie theater, and most of it takes place in a movie theater, so it's like all hell breaks loose in a movie theater.
Those type of movies are always fun though. The handful that I've seen, they're fun. It's a fun setting, and again, it's not something I'm glad they didn't oversaturate it, but it's also something I wish I seen a lot more in horror movies,
right?
And I don't know. I feel
you know what? Actually, Sturdy, I got to stop you there. I love that. But think about it this way: I can't stand movies like mainstream movies that really try to go about filmmaking or tell tales of filmmaking. It always seems like fluff, kind of up your ass stuff. So for me, I love that horror when it adopts it, because it always seems so realistic. Like you got your fans of horror making the horror, and that's what it seems like a lot with these indie films, and that's what I love about them. Like Bloody Summer Camp, Wolf Hollow, like these new surge of horror movies right now. There's like talent behind them. I really dig that, and so it's very cool to like be able to talk to you guys, because stepping into this, like you're like in this fold of really talented horror indie scene right now. So it's very cool to see, and it's like a national thing, but very deep in the East, I see right now.
Yeah. Back on what you were saying, though, Mick, real quick, with the indie scene, what I'm loving about it, I mean, they're like you were saying, they're fans of it, so they're giving the fans what they actually want, not just the same Hollywood bullshit. We're just like, we're gonna make another Scream movie, Scream 76.
But they always make fun of it too. But that's what I love about it. They make fun of that. They like when you go into it with a horror movie, it's like, yeah, oh, this is how we make a movie, and then somebody gets stabbed in the neck for being a pain in the ass or something, something like that. Like it's fun and it's just always seems realistic. That's what I like about that stuff. Like Randy and Scream, like everybody loves him, you know. Not sturdy. No.
Well, I don't like.
Say you love Blood Lake. I don't even want to hear it.
All right, so now that we're throwing these crazy lies and allegations out and slander. The Sound of Music.
Oh, shut up! Sound of Music. So,
I love that you bring this up every single time.
Every time, Shonda. Every single time. And I don't know why. You want to give me a stroke? I don't want to argue about The Sound of Music one more goddamn time. It's the worst fucking movie ever made.
You said my most hated movie. I had to bring yours out.
I feel like there's generations. There's generations of people who are brainwashed to believe that movie. Nothing happens in it. Everything works out. Everything. And when the things happen at the end of the movie, I'm here for 3 hours. Fine, the Nazis show up. Finally, something's happening. No, I'm not going to end it. We got out of here. They got out. Whatever.
That's funny.
Tell the real story. The real story was amazing. Yeah.
That's good.
I can't help it. Every time I hate that movie.
Well, so you really feel, Mick.
I hate it. Oh, I do. I quite a lot when he's on. Drives me crazy.
I don't think.
And yeah, Quiet Paul over there.
I love The Sound of Music. I don't give a shit. Whatever you say, man. I'll sing those songs all night and day.
I can think of like
whatever. Hills are alive. You know what I mean?
I know everyone here.
At Carolina Fear Fest, do me and you have to rock some Sound of Music?
I'll sing some Sound of Music while Mick's walking around.
Please make that happen.
Absolutely.
I'll get a shirt. You do the vocals.
Works for me.
I think Heather, Heather has a song she sings in this movie, doesn't she?
I
think we should write one in.
They better not have pills in it.
Well, it definitely has to have hills in it now.
It can be alive.
It better not be alive.
It's alive with the sound of.
Oh my God. I hate that movie.
Funny.
It's the worst because everyone I know loves it. Everyone. And they know I hate it.
I like it. I don't love it. I don't mind it.
You hate Nick Cage. You're a weirdo.
I do. I cannot stand him. You see this, Mick? You keep doing it.
Why are we starting this fight again? Why do we have to keep doing it?
He is a national treasure, all right?
Thank you. Thank you.
Daniel,
everybody raise your hand if you like The Sound of Music.
I get it.
Everybody who likes The Sound of Music, raise your hand. All right. They hate it.
That's fine.
I've never really
I'm not going to kick you off.
Okay.
Everybody who hates Nick Cage, raise your hand.
I'm going to raise them both.
That's a question for a completely different podcast. That's a whole different podcast, honey.
You know, it's funny though. It's funny you brought that up because somebody made like one of those jokey posts on Facebook, and I'm saying it like this so nobody gets flagged about what celebrity would you fight if you can choose one. You already know who I picked. There was another person.
He would die for honor, dude. He said it. He would die for honor.
He's lying.
No, he's not. He doesn't lie. He gets into it.
He was never in a situation, Mick. We don't know if he's lying or not.
He was in jiu-jitsu. Good luck. He's going to take you out. I'm just saying.
I know where to hit him.
You know he's a method.
Ooh, look at this Sound of Music shirt.
So actually, let's talk about that. Is anybody a method actor?
Oh,
I would love to learn more about that.
Method acting. No?
It honestly, for me, it completely depends on the role and what I'm doing. So that's going to be like kind of a huge guide to how I prepare for it. So I do sometimes do method, but not always.
Well, for something like that though, like how does it feel like getting into like the role like that fully, I guess, living it, right?
Yeah. I think it's really cool to be able to completely embody like whatever character I'm playing. Like there's always going to be a little bit of Shonda in there, but like the fact that I can physically do something to really get in the space of this person that I'm portraying. Like I really just enjoy it and think it's amazing.
I love it. That's awesome. Thanks, Sean.
It is.
I've warned my wife that when Wes Brantley, because I'm gonna have to grow a mustache, and I told her, I said, I have to warn you now, Wes might take over. I may not be able to get rid of him. So if that's method, I don't know. That's just Wes taking.
Listen, Wes Wes Brantley is going to take over this whole film.
and Shauna, I will have no control over that. I have to apologize now. I'm sorry.
I'm here for it.
Change. It's
Yeah.
not
Can you give us a little
anymore.
taste
Just
of the
be
guy?
Wes
Exactly.
Brantley. That's-
I can't, Mick. I got to have the mustache. I don't have the mustache. I got to have the mustache and my aviators. I don't have my aviators.
I cannot wait to see
You might
this.
not be able to stop that train once it's rolling down the track. I'm just saying. But anyway, that's
That's method acting right there.
Yeah.
There's
Once
no
the
end. I
sunglasses
will be
go
Wes
on,
Brantley
man.
forever.
Well, you just got to get it. Yeah, there you go. We own it. Oh man, I love it. So, well, before we start to kind of wrap up, because then we're going to go to our outro rather. Tell us a little bit more about like what you guys are doing currently. If you guys are working on anything else or any projects you want to promote.
So apart from acting, I also am a singer-songwriter. So I like making music and kind of expressing, myself and things like that. So right now I am working on an album, and it is called Down to Earth. And it's pretty much a bunch of like earthy stuff. It kind of follows Faye Tag's plot pyramid. So it kind of starts, very, very nice and down to earth being, the first song, because down on the ground. And then as you get to the top, you have appellations and conversations, and then it kind of goes down. So, but yeah, music, it doesn't have a release date yet, but there will be samples out soon. So Down
sweet.
to Earth 2025, hopefully, fingers crossed.
All right. Make sure we connect after the show, so that way, we can promote that later on.
Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
Same here.
Absolutely.
As a matter of fact, I've been doing a fun thing on my podcast this year. Started last year because of Mick with Taylor Swift, but is incorporating song titles in the title. And I have a horror podcast, so it has nothing to do with music. So it's kind of fun. So maybe we could talk about that.
Oh, for sure.
Down the road. And then what I also have been doing is putting the song. Well, I just started this again. Putting the song down there, so people, if they want to go check the song out, just because
that'd be cool, man. Yeah,
it's fun. So.
Great segue to Taylor Swift. Snobs merch.
Literally just talked to Mick about this the other day. How I want to eventually get into this and like be more with like indie artists, so their music can get heard and played more. People can check it out. People can check out the music. So that's awesome that you do that.
And if you guys are interested too, I'd like to I talked to Sturdy about it a little bit before. He's got a big base in horror, whereas we are overall movies. He's a big horror base. So if you guys would want to go on a show, I know he would probably love to have you and to promote and stuff as well.
Hell yeah.
So I will have him get with you on that.
Yeah, definitely.
Great.
But all right. Well, I appreciate you guys coming on and hanging out, but we have to start wrapping it up and we have to say goodbye. But I want to say thank you so much for coming on tonight. It was really lovely talking to you.
Thank you for having us.
Thank you.
Yes. Absolutely. Thank you guys so much.
Indiegogo campaign. Make sure we check that out. So it's
go to that Indiegogo. I'm looking at it right now.
Right down
There's so much amazing stuff on there. Please check it out.
Yes.
There's a lot of opportunities to get involved in it.
Go down to the descriptions. Go click on it and donate. That's how, well, not just donate, but like
you're getting some
really cool freaking perks on.
Yeah, get involved.
So actually, before we go, what's everybody's favorite perk out right now?
Everybody.
I'm getting a Wes Brantley T-shirt because I
Yes.
wear it to shoot.
I like the
Everybody
lunchbox.
needs a Wes Brantley T-shirt. That's
Yes.
Also a lunchbox for your kids, Wes Brantley.
Yes.
Super appropriate. I love it.
That is awesome. See,
I love the movie props too that are signed by the actors. There's a Felissa Rose prop on there.
Nice.
So I love her. So yeah.
Yeah, she's amazing. Love her.
Yeah.
Love her.
Well, thank you guys so much. Guys, go check it out in the description. We cannot wait. We want to have you guys back on once the movie comes out, be able to talk about it and, rap about it some more.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you guys.
I'll definitely connect with you guys, and whatever horror project you guys have out now, let me know, because we'll review those and have you guys on to talk about those as well as grind down the road.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Night,
thank you.
Yes.
Have a great one.
Thank you.
That was awesome. How you guys doing?
I'm doing great, and I just want to say this because I know you guys are going to be talking about it.
Yeah.
Award shows suck.
God, you had to get me started.
They need to do a fan service for these type of things. If you want us to sit up in our houses or wherever for 4 to 6 hours watching this boring stuff, make it entertaining. Make it something that we want. Make it for the fans. That's how you get more views. Make it for the fans.
That's why I did the Snobby Awards. You know that, right?
Yeah.
I did it so people could. I did it for people who listen to podcasts. I did it, and it always every year. This is the first year in 4 years that it will not be on because I couldn't do it anymore. But it was every year on the Oscars day because fuck the Oscars, man.
Yeah,
I'll take views away from them because I'll tell you what. First of all, you're not only misogynistic, right? No, misogynistic. That's against women, right? Yeah. Yeah, you're misogynistic, motherfucker. You hate people of color. You hate foreign films because they're made by different races. Fuck you. So, and a million other fucking things. Like how many people who actually work on the fucking films don't get respect, but you give respect to all these fucking people. Oh, here we go. Ooh, all right. Here we go. All right. Here's my fucking problem with you. You don't give a shit about anybody but you. You're up your own asses, but you're not making anything that's any worth a shit. Trust me, we know. Oh, Marvel is this. We all look at it. It's beautiful. Yeah, it's fun. Great. Not better than the original comics. And fuck you guys too, because you know what? These award shows are sucking the life soul out of movies because every time you guys promote this bullshit and you don't fucking give it to the real people who deserve it, we fucking can't stand it. And I'm tired of it. I'm tired of these stupid fucking award shows, but especially the Academy Awards, who totes that they are woke and this and that and the whole 9 yards, but they're fucking racist and they're fucking misogynistic. And I mean, Jesus, the best goddamn director of the year didn't make my favorite movie of the year. And it was a woman fucking director because it was actually the best goddamn movie of the year. Because I've watched it 4 times trying to understand. And every fucking time I watch it, I learn a ton fucking more because there's so many goddamn layers to that. But no, let's give it to the fucking guy who made the bomb and got shit about it. Jesus fuck. I'm so tired of these goddamn award shows. It wasn't a bad movie. Oppenheimer was fine. Doesn't even have the best nuclear explosion, even though fuck. Whatever. Godzilla -1. Hello. And did what? Visual effects? Fuck you. Beautiful script. But oh, that's right. You had to read. You would have to read it to know that it was a beautiful script because you don't speak Japanese. Oh my God. I read it and I understood that it was a beautiful fucking love story. You fucking jerk offs.
Speaking of which, that's coming out in black and white this Friday.
Only back again.
Godzilla -1. Sturdy's gonna go see it, so you guys should too. That's all I'm saying about that.
I'm going back again. Saw it in color, and I'm going to see it in black and white because it's fantastic. And yes,
too bad we don't live closer, Mick. We could have went there in black and white and seen it in black and white. It would have been beautiful. Paul,
Ebony and Ivory.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Riggs and Murtaugh and Joe Pesci.
You're not wrong. I am a hothead. I'm totally Joe Pesci, and I'm short as fuck. So, 100%.
Oh, fuck all. All right. You goddamn it. Sturdy, you son of a bitch. I love you.
I had to, man. I had to.
You had to rile me up tonight, didn't you?
I did. You started it though.
I did.
You didn't have to throw Blood Lake out there. And I wouldn't say the thing about the Sound of Music. I was having a good time. I'm over here trying to think you know what made that part even funnier? Yes, I'm saying this on a lot of people. Is I'm over here, I'm like, all right, I got like 3 or 4 questions to ask these guys for the grind thing. Then boom, Blood Lake. And it was just a back and forth, which was funny.
Holy shit.
Oh man.
Oh my God, that was fucking hot. It's only been 26 minutes.
Yeah, you booted him quick. I was like, oh.
No, it was only supposed to go about 20, 30.
No, he didn't plan on doing that.
No, it wasn't that. It wasn't that was around amount of time, but I'm like, I didn't realize it was that far already. I don't know. Time has slowed down for me tonight.
I didn't even know.
It's a good thing, though, right?
Yeah. Well, who left me in the fucking lurch, you two? Send me fucking goddamn messages saying, "Listen, guys, I didn't realize the dosage I took, and my gimme hit."
Yeah. Listen,
I threw out my fucking back today, guys. Can you ask some goddamn questions?
You did fine.
You did great. I
tried. You guys bailed, man. You're not the easy. You fucking jumped out of the van while I was going off the cliff.
You went question.
Yeah,
all right, got it.
You kept going. I didn't want to overtalk you. You would go, they would respond. You would go, they would respond. You would go.
No, it was like I got thrown off by something, and once it threw me off, I got that stage fright for a sec.
Oh, it was the microphone thing,
dude.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I'll bring. Yeah, you want to answer questions?
Yes.
Yeah,
Shonda.
Oh, hi.
Yeah, Shonda.
Is Heather still here too? If she wants to jump back in, I'll bring her back on. Oh, Heather's still here. Let's bring her back in.
Hell yeah.
I'm not kicking anybody out.
Hey.
Awesome.
I have to say this, Heather, because this was hilarious. Before we went live, right? Mick was telling me about you. Nothing bad. He was like, she was the same height as me in high school. And first thing I thought was, holy shit, she's 6'8". And he was like, no.
I was like, dude.
For whatever reason, in my brain, everybody that's tall was just tall like since birth. So he was 6'8" since birth in my mind. Does it make sense? No. And
I am tall.
No, I know.
Oh
that,
yeah.
but
No. I'm 6. Well, I was telling him like, no, I was 6'1" then. I was like, yeah, I'm 6'8" now. You know, it's not the same, and he couldn't understand the comparison.
It just listen, man. But the thing is, you're the only 6'8" person I know. So when you say someone with the same height as you, that's the height I'm going with.
You know what fucked up? In college, 2 of my roommates, one was 6'9" and one was 6'7". Yeah, wow. It was an odd situation.
You're a good villain, though.
I'm just feeling like I'm not God's favorite because I'm like 5 feet tall, and I'm just like all these tall people. I'm not feeling the love, man.
No way, man! I hit my head on everything all the time. I don't want to do that. I want to be short. Tired of this.
Anything. You can't see over my fucking kitchen counter and shit. Nice running in everything.
Oh. I don't want to be. I don't want to be producer Paul short. I don't want to be just like a little shorter.
Gonna get those like insole shoe things. Just make me like a couple inches taller.
I know producer Paul looks like he's 6'8", but he's actually Tom Cruise.
I do run like that too. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't about that at all.
I scurry.
Oh yeah, no. Wait, actually, I did see you in the fucking haunted house that time.
I had to film. You guys were just moving too quick.
I had to film. Shut up. Weirdo. So tell us more. What else? Well, actually, let me ask you guys. You were both in Wolf Hollow, weren't you?
Mm-hmm. I was not.
Oh, I thought you were, Sean. Okay, well, tell me about Wolf Hollow because I didn't ask about that.
It was so much fun. And Mark is phenomenal to work with to the point where I just say, whatever you need from me. I trust you. Just tell me what to do. My job is to try to make your vision come to life. Just tell me what you need from me. That's it.
Damn, man, this guy sounds awesome.
Things I've ever done in my life was actually on that set.
I tell you, I wish I wasn't so goddamn. Well, I can't say I'm old because you look freaking amazing. Can't say I look in high school and then this. But what I'm saying is, when I was a producer many moons ago, I'm telling you, Mark would have been the fucking guy. It sounds like, because if he can tighten up the shit like that, man, that's easy for a producer. I love that.
Is it intimidating at all having a director that has specific wants, like exactly for what he needs from you sometimes?
Yes, but in a good way. I mean, there's no gray area. You know what I mean? He gives you exactly what he needs. He's like, this is what I need. And I'm the type of person that works well with honesty. If you criticize me, but it's coming from love, and hey, don't do that, do this instead, I can work with that totally.
I got you.
Yeah, I'd rather that any day.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Have you worked on other sets where it's been kind of the opposite, where maybe the director wasn't so forthcoming until after everything was done, and then you're like, well, you never said anything?
Yeah, it's a different vibe. I just like it to be comfortable and open and honest and not stuffy. It's cool. It's fun. It's silly. My favorite part about it all is the comedic relief. It's just fun. The people are so much fun to work with. The actors, everybody. Right, Shonda?
Awesome.
I very much look forward to working with everybody on this. Like, we did the table read, and I was just like immediately in love with every single cast and crew member. So yeah, I can't wait to get on set for this.
Yeah, and Shauna, I have no doubt. I love you on set. Like, you always bring like the beaming light.
Oh, thank you.
A couple of times, I was able to visit, and like that, you always are. Like, you always bring it. So I'm telling you, it's going to be a fun set for this one. You guys also you have a good time talking to each other and such.
Oh, yeah. It's the camaraderie just from the little of us talking just seemed real good, and just ready, which is great because I've done interviews to where it's just like I don't know if these people even like each other.
Yeah.
Wait, didn't we just do one recently where like she was in her car driving?
It was yeah. It was rough.
She was like, driving her car talking to us on the interview.
The director.
She was the director.
The director.
I forgot about that. Oh, that was terrible.
But it's one of those things to where actually I have a question for you guys. I have to bounce soon, but I do have a question for both of you. What's some advice you would give people in the indie fields as far as like promoting themselves and the films they work on and interviews? I'll say, because when they come on to things like this, there's some people that just they don't say anything at all. Like when you ask them a question, that just kind of like. And I understand if it's your first time and all that. I get that, but what are some ways that you guys would prepare, or what ways do you prepare for that?
I'm very much someone that goes with comfortability. So like my biggest thing is that if you're not comfortable doing it, don't completely just push yourself and like put yourself in a situation where you're uncomfortable. I would say to maybe watch, if you're going to do a podcast, like watch what their previous sessions with people are, just so you can kind of get a feel of what you're getting yourself into, and just kind of like educating yourself ahead of time if you need that extra bit of comfortability, because I know there's a lot of people out here that are not comfortable doing interviews and they're not comfortable promoting themselves. I'm working on that myself right now because I mean I'm kind of a naturally shy person. I'm trying to like step out of that a bit, but I mean just believe in yourself. You can do it, and if you don't feel comfortable doing it and you're not ready yet, you don't have to, like, and don't hold it against yourself if you can't do it yet. You'll get there.
Shonda, you want to join in the podcast more?
Nice. That was amazing.
Oh, man.
That was awesome. And what I like about the answer even more so is you're saying yourself how you're shy and you're coming out of that shell and just, taking your time with it, getting comfortable with it, but actually going out and doing it, which is just awesome. Because there's just, again, like I've had some on there, like I was telling Mick about this the other day. I had a girl on my pod one time where she was like kind of quiet and shy, but it was her first interview. I don't know how many movies she's done since or at that point. I don't know if it was her first horror movie or what, but I had her on 3 times, and the next 2 times completely, like, she damn near ran the show. But I was so happy. Like, I was so happy because, she was young and she was just getting into it. I was so happy for her and just so proud of the moment. And I reached out to her recently to see if she's still doing horror movies and all that. I'm a fan. And she's back. She's doing theater. That was her passion. Theater was her passion. So she's back into that. So I'm happy for her. But as a fan, I'm like, damn.
Yeah.
Because it's just cool to see. Like, I love with the horror stuff. I love watching, especially if I can watch someone from the beginning. Well, from any part in their career. But then, like, you get to kind of watch them grow throughout these films. And that's another awesome thing about the indie scene is I get to see, like, you guys want to watch your stuff now and get to see like how you were from your first movie on to where you're at 5 years from now and so on and so forth. And it's kind of cool to be able to get that connection with the indie scene. That's another reason why I love it. That's another reason why I love it.
Yeah.
The same, like, even like being an actress, the people that I work with, watching them grow as well, it's just next to none. It's one of those most amazing feelings.
It really is.
Well, we're
really,
always on the show. We're always looking for like third mics. So if you want to come on, hang out.
I'll open that invitation up to Horror Research 30 too. If you guys ever want to come on just to review some horror movies and talk some horror.
Right on.
But
there you go. You're Scene Snobs. You do our charity events and stuff like that.
I love doing y'all's charity events.
It's fun. Heather, you should try it sometime. We take, like, what do we do? Back to the Future. We've done
National Lampoons.
Friday 13th. We do charity script reads.
Really?
Yeah.
We do zany stuff during it. We'll throw out accents, stuff like that.
Oh, that sounds fun. I would do that.
Okay, cool.
It's amazing, Heather.
Oh, it's a lot.
It gets weird. We just did National Lampoon's Vacation last month. Jesus, feels like
I'm in.
I feel like I'm 6 months ago.
I know what
I gotta run. I gotta go set up, Mick. So I gotta run. Everybody have a great night.
You too.
Had a great time, and I'll reach out to you guys later on. Peace out.
Yeah, we got to jump on his show too. I'll introduce you guys, and you guys can get it for his show for Grind if you want to. But I'm gonna say goodnight. We have to review one movie, and then we're gonna get over to Sturdy's show.
Awesome.
Thank you, ladies. Really appreciate you coming on.
Absolutely. Thanks for having us.
Take care.
Okay, bye.
All right, man. Are you ready to talk about
Lift.
the movie Lift?
Yes.
Wow. Wow. Can we say that for a second?
That's awesome.
And I'm sorry, everybody. We're going to get to if you're just watching the review portion of this from the podcast, that just was a train wreck.
No, it was perfect. You did fine, Mick.
I tried. I did. I can't believe that, though. Wow.
You did fine. Like I said, you're going to go back and
I think it makes a really good podcast. I don't think it made a really good interview. That says it all.
Podcast. It's all good.
We're not the best sales pitch to anyone watching this movie review later for the podcast ever. All right, let's get started. So, Kevin Hart, it's Hollywood implant. Kevin Hart leads a band of merry men on their way to steal art for better people. I don't know.
Yeah,
I think, and then they steal cryptocurrency, but then they kidnap the guy who made the cryptocurrency. No, they bought the cryptocurrency.
Yes,
by stealing.
Like they kidnapped him.
So the Van Gogh, they got the Van Gogh, and then they sold. Did they sell the Van Gogh?
Yeah, they said they got the Van Gogh to sell it, and that's money they paid him with.
Oh yeah. Okay. So and then all right, because he got kidnapped. Yeah. We're trying to figure this out as we go, but we watched the movie, and then there's gold bars, and Leon the professional comes up, and then I don't know. It was a lot of stuff, but I'm gonna say this: I didn't hate it. I was like, oh, whatever. I was like, you know what it is? I'm sorry. I know. I'm gonna give you time to talk.
No, you're good.
Time out. You go.
Okay. So I will say that this, unfortunately for me, it was just set up to like Ocean's 11, like, and actually specifically it was Ocean's 12, more or less. Because same, but Kevin Hart's in love with the Interpol agent and shit, and it's like I saw this movie 10 years ago, 12 years ago.
I don't care.
Awesome.
There are recycled movies I can watch over and over again, and if they're done right. And here's the thing: Kevin Hart with The Rock, I'm done. It's not that's not funny. I like this Kevin Hart when he's playing a competent, like kind of charming character. Yeah. When he's doing that, and like it's like, come on, man. Like, but when he's doing this, I'm like, I like this Kevin Hart. I was like, he is charming, but he can be funny. Yeah. And you know what? I don't mind. Everybody else is all uppity about short heroes and shit. I don't give a fuck. I'm 6'8". I don't want to see any more of me. Well, not me. Nobody looks like me. They look like them, and that's why they're heroes. I look like Godzilla, the real hero. And if you guys like this shirt, it's available on snobsmerch.com.
Or this one, with the horse snobs.
Oh, the horse snobs, too.
Yeah, or this cup with the logo on. It makes it through the washer, too. I will tell you, I know you're not supposed to wash it in the washer, but guess what? I fucking do. It's still there.
I love it. Oh, man. It's just like turned into an infomercial. It went really weird. Well, anyway, our rating for this movie is I give it 3 mics, and Paul gives it 2.5.
Yep. Yeah. So we were about spot on. You just liked it a little bit more. And like I said, I think
I like the action.
If they have kids, I'll be like, okay, you might not want quite all the language or maybe some of the seductiveness of the Ocean's 11 or 12 or 13. I'd be like, this is one for the family. This is a good family heist movie.
I only really like heist movies when they're like Ocean's 11. They're the fun ones. Here's the thing. I'm an 18 cuck. So I love this type of shit where they're it's like trying to do the right thing, but they're still kind of criminals, like, doing their thing. So like that's got me. That action has got me. So like, even if somebody's like, this is dog shit, like when the 18 movie came out and everybody was like, this is terrible, I was like, I fucking loved it. I was like, this is everything I wanted and more. Like, I was like, I want 10 of these. Give me them. But no, I get 10 Fast and the fucking Furiouses. Whatever. Sorry. Anyway, Lift. I liked it. I think if, you're into it, check it out. But Paul,
if you have, I'm barely, I will say, if you got Netflix, and you're like, what can I watch on Netflix? I'd be like, check out Lift. I would at least recommend it. Now, I'm not going to contact people without them asking me, like, hey, you need to watch this movie. It's amazing. Like, that's not where it's at with me. But if someone were to ask what to watch on Netflix right now, absolutely, Lift it's a way to go.
Dig it.
And All right. Watch the second one too. I'll put that out there too. If they made a Lift Part 2, I'd watch it.
I love it. Anyway, mixed movie pick from the year 1981. I picked a movie that I think Paul would love to watch, And I picked it specifically for you for a very special reason too. I'm not going to get that sentimental because I'll cry because I'm very high. But Cat in the Hat, where's the bat?
Look at Final Exam.
Thank you. Final Exam from 1981. Have you ever seen this?
No, I have not.
Dude, please watch this. Oh man, you're going to have a lot of fun with it. Now, here's the thing. I often talk about my best friend Lenny. All right, rest in peace. But here's the thing. He fucking hated this movie big time. He could not stand this movie. And I loved it. I'm like, what is your problem with this movie? So I'm gonna let you be the judge. Ooh. Watch it. You tell me. If you think it's terrible, we know which way it goes. Yeah. And I'm gonna give him the proverbial nut kick in the sky.
There you go. You're tall enough. You could probably reach up there anyway. So whatever.
You shut your mouth. You pipe down there, pipsqueak. No, I'm just kidding. Oh, I felt mean. I'm sorry. So
what?
I don't know. I don't like doing it.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh my God! Don't do that. I have too much childhood trauma for you to throw that my way.
We just both start crying. The rest of the episode, we're like, we're just Scene Snobs, click, just sobbing. The rest of the
time. Way to end the show. It's only 7:45. Why are we ending the show?
Oh, that needs to be the new shirt, Mick. The Scene Snobs. Movies that make us emotional. There we go.
The scene what?
Sobs.
Paul, you're in charge of that. Get on it.
Because I cry for a lot a movies.
Another show. So you've been bumped up to a host.
Yeah.
Name's on the title card now.
Yes, it is. That was super exciting. I love that.
You've been knighted. You're no longer a squire. You're a knight. I don't know what that comes with, but whatever.
I got a sword.
That means one day when maybe this empire gets built, you will be up there in the hill.
Yep. I won't be a peasant. I'll be.
Oh, you'll be in the hill.
Yeah.
Mount Olympus.
Can finally eat dragons and all that stuff that kings can eat.
You shut your face. Fucking face.
I can hear the sound of music when I'm up there on top of the hill, right?
Oh, you motherfucker. Not that hill. I didn't mean that hill. Why would you do this to me, Paul?
Because I love you.
You hurt me in the heart so hard. Like that. That's like the second shot, and it's like I have both been. No, I'm not doing that. I'm not gonna say that. But no, it wasn't anything like racist. It was like stupid. We're like nah. That would sound really bad, but not like shithead bad. Like,
I do want to ask you though, since you already brought it up though, with Godzilla Zombie or Godzilla -0.
Snobsmerch.com.
Is that like? Because I haven't seen it yet in theater, and with them releasing it in black and white, do you think I should see it in color first, then black and white, or is it going to be okay if my first watch is black and white?
Actually, I almost want you to watch it in black and white first.
Okay.
So that way we have the reverse, and we can because I got to tell you, I don't know yet because I want to watch it in black.
I got you.
But do I think it will ruin it? No. I think you're going to get
someone with subtitled movies. So any foreign films, a lot of times my first watch, I'm just reading all the dialogue because it's hard for me to kind of I can see, but I'm typically just reading what's in front of me. That second watch is when I'm really more watching. So yeah, you don't think that's going to take away black and white because, I might be, since it'll be my first watch, I'm just going to be like, okay. Like that's not going to be stupid.
That's a beautiful part. Like back in the day, why they had when they were translating, because how do I explain? So when they were translating it, they would add more words to it, and for American audiences and things like that, to kind of our nomenclature a little bit. So it's not like that now. Everything's a little more well written, simple, because we're not idiots anymore. We do understand there's a universal language that we can put together. So with that being said, I think if you go into it, so I'm trying to think of what's a movie you recently watched that was foreign?
Ooh, Apocalypto?
And how was it reading and watching it?
If I could, remember back to the first time I watched it, I didn't mind reading it. I didn't think it was too bad.
Because it's almost the cadence now of how it's played out. Right. It's shorter, like whereas you're not reading a sentence now. It's kind of like, and if two people are talking, you get like the jaded sort of caption, so you know what's going on, and it reads out in a really good way. So
that's good.
Thank you, technology.
Yeah, and I'm glad we come a long way, because even with dubbed films, because typically I'd rather read than have to hear a bad dub with like their lips aren't moving, but then it's continual audio of them talking for another even 10 seconds. I'm like, this annoys the shit out of me. And now they've gotten it pretty, like you said, they've narrowed it down to where it almost, I've been in 30 minutes into a film and been like, oh, this is dub. Like, I didn't even realize that till just now.
Dude, I mean, the dubbings don't bother me in the older movies.
Okay.
Newer ones, no, I gotta read. I can't.
I got you.
I can't do that. But like the older movies, like I'm watching all the Godzillas now.
Yeah.
If I don't go with the dubs, I'll die. Like I can't finish this because I won't die. That's what's dramatic. We know that. But end scene. So we for that, like I said, I forgot what I was talking about.
It takes you long to, if it wasn't dubbed, for you to read all of those movies, all the Godzilla movies.
Yeah, because I have to sit here and work all day. I can't just sit there and make sure I'm reading so I understand the full story. I have to go with the dub sometimes.
There you go. No, that's fair.
Nah, yeah, it's just it's unfortunately I miss out on some of the most beautiful stories with that. What are you gonna do? So
now,
sir,
are we getting off?
Oh, are you interviewing me? I'm in.
Yeah, I was gonna say I didn't get a chance to ask Heather, but did you guys do any drama together? Any classes like that in high school, or
no? I did. I don't. We were in chorus together, but
I didn't know you used to sing.
No, I really didn't. Although I can. No, I can't. No, I can't.
I thought you were going to make your voice go high pitch. Catholic school. I'm thinking you could sing like, "Ah, they might." Right.
The mic is on.
I got you.
Fuck you too. Oscar to the Catholic Church, hand in hand. So let's be serious, Paul. What are we talking about? Oh yeah. Oh, did we do anything? No. We didn't. She was more popular than that. I mean, for good reason. She was like played basketball. She was really good at it. She and she's beautiful, of course. And yeah, when I was just a geek, dude. Like I was like bottom of the barrel. I was like a loser. So. But I liked it because I liked my loser friends, So we were the outcasts. That's why I call it the outcasts. Like
by you just explaining it like that, me just going based off that information. How did you guys like? How are your friends nice?
She was really nice. Oh, she was really nice. Like it wasn't like a Mean Girls type of thing. Like
I got you.
I've never actually watched that movie, so like I assume.
Really?
Yeah, I kind of don't want to at this point because everybody's like, "Oh, big on it." Now they have a new movie out, and I'm like, I'm done. I'll watch Idle Hands again. No, I just no. I've never thought anything else from Heather. She was always really nice.
Cool. That's good to know, especially back then. They were still throwing kids in trash cans and swirlies and shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I got my ass kicked a few times. Yeah.
That's so crazy.
Yeah. Oh yeah, man.
I got bullied in high school. I really wish someone had tried me. I got my ribs broken.
I got my ribs broken at a retreat by a kid. He hit me with a pool stick across the ribs, and they broke. And you know what? I never fucking went down though. Never went down. That dude.
What happened to the kid?
Oh yeah. So I can't remember his name. But Kyle Ritterbacher Hausen. So no, he nothing against him because like after it happened, it was fine. Like we graduated and stuff. Like this was like sophomore year or something like that. I forget what happened, but it led to him being pissed and wanting to fight. And, I used to get my ass kicked back in the day by, Papa Smurf and, for fucking anything. So I wasn't, going to a religious retreat on holy ground.
Right.
I wasn't, all week they were threatening me, like him and his friends, like, we're going to fuck you, we're going to fuck you, whatever. Okay. I'm not fighting on holy ground. If those fucking priests say anything, my dad's gonna kick my ass.
Right.
So I go there. I took fucking stand. No violence. I'm not doing it. Not here. I got hit with everything. I spit on, hit, punched, kicked.
God, Mick.
Oh no, dude, it was fucking bad.
Yeah.
And it wasn't just the guy, it was his buddies too. And oh man, it was rough. They would throw me into shit. One dude threw me into a door, slammed the door on me. They were throwing like ping pong paddles, remote controls at me, all types of shit. Like, and I was just like sitting there playing this video game while they were doing it. And then they were getting pissed, and I would like walk into the bathroom, and of course they're there. I take a piss, bam, punch me in the head, you know. Then they keep punching me in the face. I just walk away. Didn't raise my hand. Didn't do anything. Never went down. Never fucking went down. Right. And you know, shout out to this one dude, Wilson Montero.
Wow.
What happened was he was like the most popular guy in school when we were in high school. Never. Loser, popular guy. Him, always really nice to me too. We sat next to each other. He sat like right behind me. And always a really nice dude. But he was like the most popular dude. Great basketball player, dude. Anything, he could play any sport. I mean, even after high school, he got into boxing and he was like dominating, and like it's just fucking awesome, right? I love seeing like Heather and all them, like these good people in upward trajectories doing their thing. It's awesome to watch. And even like the guys that I'm talking about here, I wish them nothing bad. I hope they're all living really happy lives. Because I don't hold that grudge. That was a vicious day. That was a rough one. And but Wilson Montero caught wind of what was going on, and he looked right at him. They knew. They were afraid of him. He was like, anybody touches him, I'm fucking you up. But I'll tell you what, when we got off that bus, they knew it was fair game. I ain't on holy ground anymore, and those fuckers didn't fuck with me after that.
That's fair. That's smart on their part.
And they know that. And I'm saying that live. So anyway, you got me all fucking misty. What's wrong with you? It's supposed to be a movie. Fuck, man, you son of a bitch.
It is. You drew a movie for me. Like
you're a good producer. I'm just saying that. You're a good producer. I'm not fucking with you on that. But we got to go because we're going on Horror Search 30 podcast. Guys, thank you so much for joining in. I am Mick Manhattan. That's producer Paul. And we will be back next week with an all-new episode of the Scene Snobs podcast. We have somebody on. I don't remember who at the moment. But make sure... I didn't check my schedule. I'll figure it out. You will find out next week. You got to join. It's a cliffhanger. That's what I'm giving you. All right? Remember, be kind, stay classy, take care of yourself. See you later, alligator.